Okay, so super quick deck tech here. We have 22 lands, 3 Mox Diamonds. I'm finding that I was flooding a little bit too much with 23, so I've been trying out 22 lately, and I like it a little better. Um, for swords, there's definitely a glut of 2 drops. Definitely something I'm keeping an eye on. Only one counter spell. Also something I'm keeping an eye on. I've thought about Daze, but I think Daze just isn't quite as impactful enough. Monolith is great with Sunscape Familiar. Daze, my thought was that it works kind of well with Winter Orb. Opponent is down, and I might want to pick up an island. I'm really liking. I still haven't been facing any Dreadnought deck, but having 2 Naturalizes main, another in the side, as well as a few other ways to interact with the Dreadnought, I like that. This is the pile of flashback cards. I rarely want to quiet spec for I really rarely want to be quiet specking for Call of the Herds. There, I put them in because I just wanted additional beaters. I wanted to cast it for 2 with the wall out, make a 3/3, and then flash it back, and so get card advantage and get additional power on the battlefield that way. But yeah, I primarily will be quiet specking for these 7. Obviously, utility, card advantage, quiet spec can become a draw 5 if I flashback 2 deep analyses. Couple Roar of the Worms, Prismatic Strands for help against red decks. It's like a free counter spell. I love that. I can flash it back off of the wall, a Meddling Mage, or a Wild Mongrel that has turned itself white. Gush has been great. Obviously, it works really well with Winter Orb. It's card advantage. The goal still hasn't happened is to respond to a Thermokarst on one of my islands, one of my 10 islands, and respond by saving that island with a Gush. But this has been great against Stasis. Yeah, I'm definitely liking the Gush Winter Orb better than the Parallax Tide um, plan that I was going with before. It's easier to deploy, takes up less slots, and is better against a larger swath of the meta. Sideboard's a little inflated right now. I have a couple maybe board cards included in here. Glorious Anthem is a weird one, but I like it against burn. So these 6 cards are things that I would want to bring in against red decks or other Call of the Herd decks. I often want my Meddling Mage to be able to tango with another Meddling Mage and survive. I want my Sunscape Familiars to survive a bolt or be able to just sit there and blocking opponents' Call of the Herds. I want my own elephants, opponent's elephants. I want my own elephants to be able to survive dealing with opponent's elephants. So before I was doing it's like the Crusade that costs 1 more but also has Threshold, Divine Sacrament, because I could have my walls be getting additional pumps. But the thing is, I wanted something I could bring in against White Weenie, because that's another aggro deck, and Divine Sacrament pumps their creatures as well. So now I'm only pumping mine, and I'm pumping my green creatures. So it's definitely also flex slot right there. Armadillo Cloak has won me a couple games. Another Prismatic Strands. Thought Lash. I still love this. It's a free way. It's like a free circle of protection, all colors, even artifact. And yeah, the only cost is that I might occasionally exile my something that I wanted to quiet spec for, like a worm with the cumulative upkeep, but it doesn't cost mana, which is incredibly I mean, to prevent damage doesn't cost mana, which is incredibly relevant when I'm often getting locked down by my own Winter Orb. Although I probably take out Winter Orb against most aggro decks since they operate on a low amount of mana. 1 chill works well with the taxing. My anti-artifacts and enchantment cards here, these 5, Aura of Silence. Also a little bit of a maybe card, but I think it belongs. I have to worry about, I mean, the best decks in the format, all 4 of them or the non-red best decks. So, Phyrexian Dreadnought, Enchantress, Red-Green Ponza, and Replenish all are bothered by Aura of Silence. And when it's teamed up with Winter Orb, which I think I would keep in against all those decks except for Dreadnought, yeah, I think it works well with Winter Orb. Hurkyl's Recall, I'm still loving that. Occasionally, like bouncing a sphere. If I'm playing Red Green Ponza and they animate a Mishra's Factory, I might bounce the Factory, a Mox Diamond for card advantage, or and a sphere. Like it's just it could be great. And if there's a winter orb in play, they're not going to be able to redeploy that all very quickly. Auraflux, still something I'm having fun with. I haven't had enough time to test it. I played Replenish recently, and this didn't come up. But again, a card that works well with Winter Orb, and I have very few main deck enchantments. There would be a little bit, most of the matchups where I bring in Auraflux, I'm also bringing in Aura of Silence, so definitely a little non-bow there, but we'll deal with that. We'll cross that bridge when we get there. 3 ways to interact with graveyards. 3 different ways, one of which is Quiet Speckable and gets discounted off the wall. Really like that. And then 4 other little bits of interaction. Sobel's Web is obviously a haymaker against a lot of matchups. Withdraw. I'm just looking for more ways to interact with creatures other than 4 Swords to Plowshares. Fire Ice is a maybe card. It kills. It taps down a Dreadnought. It does. I mean, the tap down does a lot of things, including tapping down my own Winter Orb in my opponent's end step, which means the Winter Orb is turned off for my untap step, and I'd be able to untap everything. Could be a nice little play. Fire kills opposing meddling mages that might have named swords, like if I'm playing white blue dreadnought. Withdraw is a way to hit 2 creatures at once, sort of catch up on board temporarily, and it works well with Winter Orb. So if opponent won't be able to redeploy things quickly if I've got a Winter Orb in play. Envelop continues to be great. I've been devastating the replenish match that I had recently to envelop. I cast it twice in the match, so I got lucky to draw it twice. But it's good. It's good against the Thermal Karst, Winter Grasp stuff, and replenish. So I'm still enjoying one of them. Also Armageddon. Not that I'm terrible against Armageddon. Cataclysm. Call the Herd occasionally. So yeah. All right, playing against someone I haven't faced before. This is a good opener. I have no idea what to name for Meddling Mage. Makes me want to just say swords. Maybe Bolt, because I have swords. That's a bummer. I will actually just play it. Take it slow. Yeah. Nice hand for game 2. Can't really do anything about a turn 1 duress either way. Maybe I will just go for Bolt. I'll just say Bolt. This is not an ideal play at all, by any means. It allows me to get 2 Call the Herds on curve over turns 2 and 3, which is pretty good. Gemstone 9, not sure what that means. Another mage. Is this like a combo deck? I don't know. Another land. Is this 5-color Dreadnought or something? Sykatog. And they passed without a play. Wild. I'll keep City of Brass in hand. Don't need it. Second main, I'll probably play Meddling Mage. But I still don't know. It's turn 4, and I don't know what a removal spell of some sort, or if there's something that I think would beat me here. They would have used the removal spell. Recoil, Ensnaring Bridge. Even Ensnaring Bridge, I would get under like Pit Rack or Rack. Pit, whatever it's called. So weird. This isn't a good name. Recoil, that's not a good. Sure, but I'm gonna name it. I'm just trying to think like what 3-drop are they waiting to get? Well, it's not a good name, but I just have no idea. Okay. Dark Ritual maybe would have been actually Dark Ritual probably would have been a good name. Yeah, I wish I knew what was going on. I'm actually not going to make any changes. Okay, starting game 2. Can't keep 1 land. Can't keep that. It's already multi 5. We're going to 4. Hate it. They've also multi 5, so. Okay. Keep. I don't really want to do the Meddling Mage game again. Even though it's probably better. Definitely better than Wild Mongrel at this point. Careful study. For a little while, there was this like Delver style deck with 5-color lands, just good creatures. Okay, they're combo deck for sure. Double Dark Ritual. Like Ill-Gotten Gains, maybe? LED. Oh, they're just Reanimator. Okay. Probably losing, but they don't have a Reanimate. They might have an Animate Dead. Do I just want to get a creature going? Nah. I'm gonna try to get deep analyses into swords going. I could even kill that. Attempt to. So Ray hits Animate Dead. So does the Naturalize in my hand, and Spray might be able to kill Putrid Imp before they find a big monster to discard. They did mull a lot, so it's a good chance they don't have either the monster or a Reanimate or an Animate spell. Reanimate spell, whatever. Oh, Volcanic Spray was not a good choice. They can give it flying at any point, and then Spray doesn't hit it. Also, I don't have a colored source yet, or a red source. Okay, there's Akroma, so I'm gonna need to find swords ASAP. If they're Animate Deading, dang. Okay, swords or bust. I have two draw steps to find it, plus deep analysis here. Okay. One more drop step, and the crazy thing is this Putrid Imp might get me anyways, because I'm going to be at 2. Yeah, the Putrid Imp's going to get me. I need like back-to-back swords here. Or an island, and then this Gush gets me swords. 2 swords. Oh, dead. Okay. Sideboard. Definitely have some tools. That's a maybe. But the Strands is also a maybe. Withdraw is a for sure. And the graveyard hate. 3 cards. Cross and Wreck, I can get off Quiet Spec. Envelop hits Reanimate and Exhume. I feel like they're afraid of Animate Dead. For using Animate Dead, I might bring in a Naturalize as my 4th source just in case, but it's in the maybe pile. 5 for sure is 3 maybes. They operate on such low amount of mana that I don't need Winter Orb. Spray, I mean, they sometimes sack Symbiotic Wurm and make a ton of 1/1s. I feel like I can handle the 1/1s, and they've seen Spray, so they might be dissuaded from going for that line. I have plenty of 2+ toughness creatures lying around. All those Gush. Yeah, I don't think the maybes are gonna make it. Okay, fast moving hand. I'm gonna start on Furnace and holding up Envelop. And holding up activating Furnace. I never see show and tell out of these Reanimate decks, and I don't know why. This will be the day. I've never played pre-modern Reanimate deck without Entomb. I played it as a kid, just kitchen table with actual factual Entomb. Green mana here. Green and white. Oath. That's good. It's a good little pivot. Yeah, if they go get a Chroma, that's rough. I have a lot of ways of dealing with this. That's not one. Ouch. Not one either. What I name here? Akroma is gonna wreck me like Cabal Therapy in case they do get the worm thing. Alright, they do get the worm. So naming Cabal Therapy might definitely be the right move. Yeah, they have 2 Cabal Therapies in the yard. That feels good. Feels like the right name. Swords could be good here. Obviously, it would be very good, actually. Naturalize is solid. So they won't get another trigger, which was definitely something I was considering. I didn't mention it, but playing another creature would allow them to get 2 oath triggers in a row, and that'd be bad. And I'm considering, oh, maybe I'll name Oath with this meddling mage, so that after I kill it, I wouldn't be able to recast Oath, but Cabal Therapy felt like the right name. No blocks. Maybe after resolving a Gush, a sneaky Gush, I would block the Symbiotic Wurm. Yeah, I mean, or I just cast Gush. Kind of prefer to just cast Gush. An Exhume would not be scary. They don't have anything in there. Or yeah, neither Reanimate either. So there's no reason I need to hold up Entomb. I just need to dig for swords. Yeah, I'll do the alt cast. Blockers, sort of. Next turn, I'm going to have a conundrum of whether I want to hold up Envelop or cast Call the Herd. Is there a world in which I actually win in combat here? I don't think so. Not without a swords. They didn't attack, so they think I could get there in combat. Huh. Worm is very good. I think I want to keep holding up Envelop, especially if they're being scared to attack. And next turn I can play out this island, and I'll have 5 mana to both hold up Envelop and discard Roar the Worm, the Mongrel. No attacks from me. Hey, now they are swinging. I think I'm just gonna put, I mean, here's where I could kill it. I could kill it here. Kill it, and then they were planning to, they have so many ways to try to reanimate it. If I take it, I can put them to 3 on the following turn. So they're gonna try to Exhume only. Exhume, I would get back Wild Mongrel, because a Reanimate here would put them at such a low life total. I don't think they want to do that. Yeah, I will with it. But yeah, I'm also don't really need to worry about reanimation. I've got Crypt sitting right there. And I think I can fend off these 1/1s sufficiently. Okay. Dark Ritual. Are they going to cast like Spirit of the Night? Okay, so they want to go to 7. That is scary enough that I want to hit this. Now I want to see an Exhume, and then I can get rid of their stuff and get back my own Wild Mongrel. Are they just hard casting Akroma? That's tragic. Yikes. Need a swords. Trying to take my Wild Mongrel. That is a really good play because I can't crypt my own yard. Have to let that go. Wow. They're tapped out. That was an insane draw. I get Tack Wild Mongrel and Bounce Phantom Neshoba. That is insane. Wow. Never cast this before. I'm like worried I'm not doing it right. That is insane. What a draw. That was so good. Gives me another blocker to deal with this. I'm still holding up Tormod's Crypt. Wow. Still can't play those Cabal therapies. If I get Quiet Spec for Volcanic Spray, that's amazing. And they had that huge flurry of mana, 8 mana last turn. Thank goodness they didn't just have one untapped land left over after that. Yeah, they can't really attack here. Ice pack, so I could go get the spray. Oh, did I take it out? Better make sure. I think I was saying I wanted to take it out because they wouldn't go for this line. I did take it out. Okay, so I'm just gonna get the big worm. Yeah, I just want to stay back on defense for now. I'll wish I had cleared these 1/1s earlier once I start swinging with the 6/6, but wow, that withdrawal was insane. Can't imagine a better play. Yeah, a better use of it. Animate dead. Yep, I can't allow that. Oh, actually, wait, because I could go Quiet Spec for Ray of Revelation next turn, but then the worm would die. So, and it would make more 1/1s. Let's just get these things out of the yard. So they could kill my 6/6, but that would free up everything else to keep swinging. There's no more Cabal therapies. I think I'm ready to attack with the squad. They could kill the mage and then chump the worm. Probably just take Wild Mongrel. Yeah. That's all good. I'll bet they have a Cabal therapy in hand. 2 were exiled when they oath. But yeah, they're gonna miss on this Cabal therapy, but they could lose a 1/1 if they really want to get this Quiet Spec afterwards. Oh, they're putting Neshoba in their own yard. Avatar, whoa. Oh. And what did they just show me? Avatar, whoa, Undiscovered Paradise, and Exhume. Okay, just want to organize this. Yeah. Okay, those Neshobas are an issue, of course. The Undiscovered Paradise is going to bounce to their hand, so they won't be able to Exhume next turn anyway. They're sacking one of their 1/1s, try to hit this. They named swords. Fair enough. I would love to find one. I don't think I've seen one this entire match. Yeah, it's good. Ooh, yeah, no, that's a good play. Just chump that. So they'll be able to cast Exhume, get back Neshoba. Oh. Yeah. I can use Croson Wreck, and even I'll just hold up Croson Wreck. So even if they Exhume, I can shuffle away 2 of their things. This is one reason why Croson Wreck can actually, one situation where Croson Wreck can often purge. Obviously the mana cost, it's in my colors, but if they were to Exhume, I'd be able to get rid of both of their potential reanimations. Gonna draw first. Do I have a land drop? Yeah, so I can actually even draw again. All good. They're gonna be at 2. They're gonna have to chump this Wild Mongrel in the worm. I didn't find swords, so we're really leaning on just this Croson Wreck at this point. Did I find a swords at all? No. Okay, here comes the Exhume, presumably. And I target them. Choose their 2 Neshobas. Exhume resolves, I get a creature. Lotus Petal? It's the only way I could see them still going off here. Very friendly opponent. Good games. Okay, this is an opponent I've played a lot. They usually play like mono-white control stuff with no creatures. This hand has some removal, but kind of doesn't really get off the ground. I guess it's good enough. I have 10 islands and 4 fetches to try to make this work. Okay. This is something different. This is just stasis? I feel decent against stasis. Definitely want some better lands. White. Blue. Tough first pick about what to play. Meddling Mage is what I'm thinking. Yeah. Okay, there was no hesitation. I finally clicked on Mage to cast it. So I'm thinking they don't have days. Otherwise, they probably wouldn't have F6. It felt like an F6, is what I'm saying. And they wouldn't F6 if they had days. Oh, what? Interesting. Am I gonna get milled out or what? Oh, I can wait and see, so I can hold up Naturalize, which is cool. Nice to not have to have Undiscovered Paradise there. So if they put Tinker on the stack, for example, I have to be worried that they're going to get Phyrexian Devourer, which combos with Altar of Dementia. So if Tinker's on the stack, I would kill that. In fact, I might kill it right now anyway, just to use my mana. Maybe they're just not a deck that has counter magic, so they're not stasis. They're definitely not stasis. Are they upheaval deck? That works well with Black Vice. Oh. Okay. That land is a little annoying. Black Vice is doing work. Even though I'm showing them a land that they haven't seen yet, the cards in my hand, I really just need to get a stronger mana base, a more and growing mana base. Okay, they have a Treva's Ruins of their own. Treva. Huh. Deep Analysis. Ooh. They know me. Okay, well, kind of nice to have an answer to that mage. I don't have Deep Analysis at the moment, but I want to be swinging in with my mage, basically. They have an Ancient Tomb. I could potentially win a damage. I don't know. I just, yeah, need to get some combat in. That's all. Simple as that. I don't know if they're on some brew right now. I think this player, Thursday is God, does have a tendency to brew. Not sure though. Okay, now we got Gush, but I kind of don't want to bounce lands because I have a chance to be casting Roar the Wurm here. And bouncing lands means Black Vice starts to hit me again. So I might just cast Gush in the end step because it only costs 4. It'll put me up in danger of getting hurt by Black Vice though. That is for sure. Especially since this Undiscovered Paradise is going to bounce as well. It's lagging. Vice got me for 2 there. It's great at getting around Black Vice. It's a bummer because Deep Analysis would be good here normally, except it puts me back into Black Vice range. So maybe I'll just grab Worm, one of the Deeps. Actually, I'm going to cast Deep Analysis. What the heck? I mean, I don't know. Just in case, I'll grab Ray. And yeah, because I know I'm going to be able to discard at least this Worm. Oops. I'm not too worried about Black Vice. The land, I believe. Yeah. I'll hold up everything else. Suppose I could have cast a Worm last turn. If I had just discarded it on Mongrel. Don't want to see Wrath of God here. Hardcast Devourer. Okay. I can swords that. So opponent is going to X to try to get a few more life here. But if they go too high, then the Devourer just dies. Right now they've exiled 2 lands, a couple spells, not much. 3 lands, a Black Vice, and a Mage. And they might just take that. I don't know what their curve is like. Hopefully they just exile another Devourer. No, okay. Flashing back a Wurm that I just discarded to Wild Mongrel. There already was one in. Yeah, just kind of thinking about Black Vice, getting in a little pump for actual a boost in damage when I can, rather than responding to something. Doing a quiet spec. Next turn I might try to go for lethal Gush, pick up 2 islands, discard everything to Wild Mongrel, something like that. Quiet specking for Call of the Herd is last resort, because that card is in the deck truly to just be drawn and cast and recast. Works well with the wall. Discover Paradise for Grave Revelation if need be. Whatever. I have no idea what the opponent has. Like, could be Tide deck. I could see them trying to Parallax Tide me. I don't know if they're just like straight combo. I don't know. White-blue combo. Didn't see any land with activated abilities. I'll bet there's a Tinker in there. Or a playset of Tinker coming in. Annul, solid. They have tons of artifacts and enchantments. Naturalize. Yeah, these are all good ones. I tend to trim a little bit, unless they're on the quiet spec package, unless there's something that's like extremely important to have. I just feel like artifact decks in particular, but every deck can bring in a little graveyard hate. Yeah, they don't have red, so I'm not worried about Fling. I think Winter Orb would be good against them, even though they have their own Mono Rocks and stuff. And Soul Lands. Not amazing. Swords was solid. Fire Ice might be something I should experiment with. I kind of like the idea of Fire Ice because I needed a little more interaction. Actually, I probably should have brought it in because they have mages. But also, it can tap down a Winter Orb in my opponent's end step, and then the Winter Orb isn't active on my turn. The Sand is fine. Got action. Don't really need Roar of the Worm and Ray in hand, but I may end up be casting them down the line or discard them to Wild Mongrel. Or, I mean, maybe the Ray of Revelation is relevant in this matchup and we just haven't seen it yet. Hey, Mind Stone already in play. I'm just going to hold up Envelop for Tinker. Although I did just open myself up to. Yeah. Alright, well, we can hold up Envelop again. Like, if they have a Soul Land... No, if they just have a blue source, Altar of Dementia, Tinker, they would win. Blue source? No Altar of Dementia. Okay, I'm gonna get the planes before I draw it. Although that was dumb. Now I just opened myself up to that. Yeah. That was obvious. I don't have another planes to grab. Dang, that was dumb. At least I can do something here. Quiet's back. Do I want to? Do I want to? I didn't have it last turn, so I feel like I gotta get something started. Just hoping they don't have the combo here. Altar of Dementia and would kill me. I don't have anything I could get for off of a Gush. Uh-oh. Okay, they just got Black Vice. That is a breath of relief. Is that the expression? Breath of relief? I don't know. Unfortunate. Deep Analysis is just going to make it... Not only does it cost me 3 life, but it's putting me harder into Black Vice territory. A little glitchy again here. I'm going to go to cleanup and discard the Worm. But holding up Envelop. Propaganda. Okay. I have the answer. Hit my white, float white, and destroy the enchantment. Do I just deep analysis again? I don't think I can afford to. The life hurts too much. Need a Mox Diamond. Yeah, because a deep analysis would bring me to 7. I'm drawing my fetch lands instead of just the lands themselves. That also hurt. But yeah, anyways, deep analysis would bring me to 7. And then I have 8 cards, discard 1 to clean up. Yeah, discard 1 to clean up. And then I take 3 from Black White and 2, but not taking 3 from not analysis is flashback cost. Okay. Surprised they kept that in. I think I even played a Gush. Game 1. Urkel's Recall would be nice. Winter Orb doesn't really work well with Port. Like, they're gonna tap 2 of their lands to tap 1 of mine. That's fine. Oh, they're only tapping 1 of their lands. Yeah, it works really well when you have Mono Rocks. Yikes. I think I have to go for broke here. Hope we get like a Mox Diamond. I just need a green source. Jeez. Yikes. Okay, deep analysis. Oh my god. No sign of different mana. And then I'm gonna go to... I'm dead. Yeah, the 4th Flooded Strand, no green source. No Mox. There's one. I didn't side out Mox Diamonds at all. But yeah, I'm gonna bring in this. Sopple's Web for the ports. That port was actually really annoying. Okay, no green source once again, but should be okay. Early Black Vice. Definitely has been really good against me. I normally have plenty of early plays and I've green access to green mana, but oh. Nothing for me to counter on that turn. I tapped out my island, that's fine. Hopefully I can counter something. Get something out of my hand. I don't want to gush all the way up to like 9 cards. Nope, they did not have anything for me. Turn 1, Black Vice, all 3 games. Me 2. In game 2. Okay, something to do. And it's crazy, I might actually gush here because I haven't played a land yet. And I'll be able to reset one of these and hold up Monolith, even though Black Vice is licking its lips. Discard, just roar. Give me something to counter. Nope, they didn't play anything. I think I'm gonna die to Black Vice again. Just because I can't find my colors. I guess I just need another... Or the Worm is not good. I guess they didn't port me though, so that is a gift. I want to play here. Actually. Or Boomerang, something that... Yeah, Boomerang, probably. Because that could bounce creatures or lands. That would suck. 2. Okay. That makes me feel like this is a turn they're going off. Yeah, if they just have Tinker here, I'm dead. Ah, painful. GG's. Yeah, just to let them play it out, they're going to get Devourer. And then, yeah, combo. Alright, good games. Tough. Really tough. Couldn't find